We're ready. We're ready to hike to our campsite 18. To be honest, I haven't researched this trail or route too much because it is, again, last minute change of plans, and I'm excited to be surprised by everything I see on the trail and not have any expectations. So it should be a quick 2.7 mile hike one way, and then we'll just camp there and hike down tomorrow. But let's go on that adventure.
Oh yeah.
Ooh la la. We are about 2.5 steps into our trail, and this is the condition of it. I don't know if you can tell in the video. It's all muddy, and we're just gonna take the L and start walking in water to not widen the trail. But it's exciting to see the signs with like the Appalachian Trail. Maybe one day we'll be able to do the AT fully, start to finish. We're gonna keep stepping. More walking, less talking, right? Looks like we're on the right track. Campsite 18, that way. Although I will be honest, this did confuse me a little bit, that it must be a different trail. But if we're on the wrong trail, who cares? We'll figure it out, right? We've been slow hiking for about 40 minutes now. Wanted to take a water break. This is not something I recommend, but as of now, we do have just this much water left for both of us, and we have a water filter, and at a campground there's a creek, so we should be able to get more water once we're there. But we checked with the ranger, and he's like, yeah, it's functioning and it's all good. I should eat some fruits next too. We keep walking towards the campsite. It's all uphill, but it's okay. We're going slow, especially through parts like this. That looks like very outdated skis. It's been fun. No bears so far. I don't know if I'm excited about that or a little sad. It'd be kind of cool to see a black bear in the wild, but also, do I want to get scared? I'm not sure. There's a cliff right next to me. I don't know if it's visible with all the leaves, but we're trying hard to not fall off the cliff. But the Smokies are beautiful over there. Gotta keep walking. It is getting cloudy, and we should hurry up a bit because there is rain in the forecast, and it would not be fun to set up everything in the rain. We got another sign, campsite 18's that way. So we did pick the right direction, and we can follow a map. We just hiked up to a point where it looks like we're in a different ecosystem. It kind of looks a bit more tropical in here. I did read before that Great Smoky Mountains is home to over 100,000 different species. Also, a fun fact that I learned before the trip is that when this park was established in 1934, there were only around 100 black bears on its territory, and now it's home to over 1,900 black bears. So it's very likely that one will encounter a bear in the active season, but the active season is May through October, I believe. It's basically late spring, summer, and then maybe early fall. So the odds of us seeing the black bear right now are pretty low, but never zero. That's why we gotta be cautious. Okay, we made it to a point where we see the creek. That means our campground is very close to us. It's, I'm assuming, just around the corner here. Since we don't want to come back and we feel a little bit of sprinkles, we just wanted to refill our water bottles and just head up there and set up camp to not waste much time. So there's a nice little spot here that I can just use to fill the water. Nice thing about this system is it's not a gravity filter, so you can kind of control the pressure with which you're filtering it, which makes it a bit quicker. One is done, and we got 2 more, 3 more to go, just so we have plenty of water. We got a fun little section right here. Our trail continues up over there, but we gotta pass the creek. See, one nice thing though, your mom's got waterproof shoes. Wave. Okay, so we got to the campsites. Looks like there's several that we can pick from. And there's one right, it's kind of like very out in the open. You can hear the water very loudly. And then we decided to explore a bit more, and we kind of got this like a little bit of an isolated section just a bit further. There is the firing, but we're not going to be starting fires tonight. And this is a pretty flat and nice spot for the tent. I'd also like to show you guys the cable systems that they have set up here for the backpacks to hang your food. So as you can see right here, there's a cable connected between the 2 trees, and then there's a pulley system that allows you to lower the hook and then put it back up, pull it back up, I guess, and then on the hook you can connect your backpack with your food and other scented items. But yeah, we'll get the camp set up and then we'll show you around a bit and ourselves explore it a little more. And as I'm chatting more, your mom's actually doing more work, so I hope she's not upset at me, but I should start helping. Okay, we got the tent up. We're gonna throw some of our gear in it. We tightened all the poles because we were told it's gonna be very windy. Last night we left out the side ones here, the stakes I mean, and it was bothering us to a point where we woke up, looked at each other, went back to bed, woke up, looked at each other, went back to bed. So we don't want that now, but unfortunately looks like I lost the stake somewhere, so I'm gonna have to do some wood whittling and carve one out for the night because I don't want this to keep bothering me. I need it to be tight. So okay, the sleep systems are ready. We're just gonna leave the sleeping bags out to get fluffy, and then we're probably gonna eat something. It's still sprinkling. It's like not getting it's not turning into a stronger rain. It's just like these little sprinkles. So we're gonna try to get some food, explore around, and just probably get in the rain. Probably get in the tent to see what's the night going to be like for us. But keeping the bear spray on me because I am a little worried. We should also take care of the food and hang it up so we're not attracting any more black bears. Okay, I think it's time to grab a bite. Tonight we decided to keep it very simple, no cooking at all, no boiling water, nothing. We just got some tortillas and some tuna packets and cheese. Sorry, I'm putting my jacket on. It's a little cooler out in this area. But I'm gonna eat my Tuna Creations deli style tuna salad. I really like it. I got some mayo and mustard from, I don't know, Walmart. I took the packets and then I'm gonna make my wrap and tell you how it tastes. Because that's what all outdoor YouTubers do. Shout out to Heidi for letting me borrow the hiccup. Serving us well so far. I keep looking around because I'm scared we might see a bear. Actually, no, I'm scared we won't see a bear, but the bear will see us. Because we're kind of like facing away from the trail that we were on to get here. This is what my tuna wrap looks like unwrapped. It does look like a weird concoction, a weird gathering of ingredients, but all that matters is the taste. And I think it's gonna taste good. Look at that. And it's like a mini little burrito. Actually, I don't know. I guess I do. It's good, isn't it? It's okay.
I like my hickory.
No, I really like it.
I got hickory. I like my hickory.
I'm a little sad we can just take the whole bear canister into our tent and just like eat all night, snack all night. But it's okay. I'll survive. What's your highlight of today?
The fact that we had nothing planned out.
The fact that we had nothing planned out but still managed to have a good time.
Okay.
Which shows when life is unexpected, life takes turns. Just keep moving forward because you never see the big picture, right? We woke up knowing that it's going to be bad weather and that we cannot camp at our previous campground. We didn't know what we're going to do or where we're going to sleep, but we figured it out and we had fun doing it. And we got to do other things that were not part of the trip originally that we wouldn't have done otherwise. So, yeah. I'm done being philosophical.
You like my road?
Oh my god, it's the road! Wait. Oh my god, it's
I'm trying to put some like.
Wait. It's like a road. It's a passing lane. If you guys see a bear behind us, let us know. Because we won't be paying attention. These are so good. I've had like 5 today. Just like in the last hour. Now that we've had our main meal of tortillas with tuna, we're just gonna continue snacking on turkey sticks. Let's see what we got. Fruit snacks. We got goldfish. There we go, fruit snacks again. And for tomorrow morning, I got 2 granola bars for us. Just to save time and kind of eat on the go. And for dessert, I got this baked wheat cake from an Asian store in Iowa City. Pretty squishy and it tastes like blueberries. Would you like a cocktail tonight?
Sure.
Would you like a mojito or pina colada?
Pina colada.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I just feel like it went from spring water to purified water.
It is purified water.
I'm just
That's
saying, like-
exactly what we did.
Oh, okay.
This is our trash bag.
Oh.
Biohazard waste. Thanks to your mom for supplying those.
Yeah, I work at the hospital. You get what you get, you don't throw a fit.
I'm not doing that today. I just said thank you. Another funny fact about your mom is that we're in the bear country in Tennessee in the Great Smoky Mountains, in a place where the per meter population, square meter population of bears is the highest in the country. And her bear spray is standing by her pack right over there. In case she sees a bear, she's gonna say, bear, bear, can you wait a little
I'm
bit?
gonna say enough.
Enough. She's gonna say,
Enough, bit.
can you wait, bear? Let me go grab the spray. But it's okay.
It's like having the pepper
'Cause
spray
I got mine.
in your like purse, and like you're like, wait, kidnapper, let me get my pepper spray out of my bag, and then.
But also, if you see trash, pick up trash. Wait, bear, wait. Wait, bear, wait.
Imagine if a bear has human spray.
Human spray. I think its claws and teeth are enough.
I know, but think of. Can you laugh?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, now that we've had our dinner, set up camp, put up our food, we decided to take a little stroll around the campground. There's several smaller campsites located all around, so this is the trail that we took. So we came through here, and there's a campground straight over here. It's right next to the water, which we thought was a bit loud. We wanted a little bit more private. And then ours is the campsite C, that if you like walk in, you take a left, and it's a little bit that way. It's surrounded by more trees, so it sounds a lot quieter at night. And we thought, you know, if we were gonna hear a bear, it would be easier to do that in a quieter place. But if you have a large group or something and you wanted to come out here, there's plenty of space. And now we're just gonna sit here and enjoy the water. Here we are on the bridge. It's a pretty narrow bridge, as you can see, but it does feel pretty sturdy. There is no rail on the left side, so you just kind of put your trust into one side and hope it works. So we're finally in our tent. We did a little walk around the campground, enjoyed the scenery, sat by the river. I did dip my feet in the water, which was very cold, and you could barely hold it for a couple seconds, but makes me feel happier to be inside in the warm tent. We've had some good food, we've had some beautiful pictures and videos taken, and we're ready to relax. We are pretty tired, and we want to wake up around 7 in the morning tomorrow so we can head out early. The forecast did say it was going to rain, but I'm not sure if it will or will not, because so far it's just been sprinkling on and off, but we'll see. Hopefully we don't have to hike out as it's raining, but it's a very high possibility. So we'll see tomorrow morning what's in the cards for us. As we know, nothing's set in stone in the nature, so I'm gonna change into my base layers and call it a day. So I hope you're enjoying our adventures so far. Good night. Good morning, everybody. It's time for us to get up and start our way back, but as you can hear, it's raining pretty hard. So I've got all my rain gear on as I'm about to leave the tent to go get our backpacks and try to pack everything up and keep things dry as possible for as long as possible. But yeah, I'll just quickly show you out what it looks like outside the tent. But yeah, it's gonna be a fun hike back. You can see some dirt on the tent and the puddle that's formed under my boots. But yeah, my hiking poles are pretty dirty too. Let's see what the big thing's like. Yeah, it's definitely raining. Our packs are right over there and I need to go get them. We just packed up our whole campground. It is wet everywhere and we started to get cold when we weren't moving too much. So we try to be as fast as possible, but still we took about an hour and a half from waking up to leaving right now. We packed things up in a way where we prioritized things that must stay dry, like the sleeping bag for tomorrow's night, sleep bag liner, and then tent. It's all wet, so we just packed it up in its pack and put it on outside of your mom's backpack. Once we get to the car, we'll throw it in the back seat, open it up, maybe in the trunk, let it dry out a bit before we get to our next destination, which is about 4 hours away, and we're headed to Mammoth Cave. So your mom's gonna wash her hands right now in the creek, which is a pretty good idea because packing up the wet tent left scent all over our hands. So I'm gonna check in with you probably a bit less as we go, just because it's raining and putting the phone out and the mic out is a little bit of a chore. Thanks Campground 18 for being a great home for us for the night. The absolute necessity on every backpacking trip to make the quality of the trip better is a jaw harp. I've been practicing a bit, so don't judge harshly, but here's what it would sound like. Anyway, I'm still getting better, but next time I'll promise to pick up some new skills. But it sounds pretty cool. You feel very connected with nature. You feel like, you're thrown back into the good old times and just spending time in the woods and enjoying the wind and the weather and the beautiful jaw harp. We are on our last 10 minutes of the hike back. Not sure if you can tell very well, but my car's right around here, so the parking lot's super close. We've been enjoying the trail. Some spots are pretty muddy, so we had to slow down and watch your steps more carefully because you think you're stepping on solid ground, but in reality it's like clay mixed with leaves and you're just sliding down. Very thankful for the trip and for the opportunity to see Smokies and stay in the backcountry, even though the weather is not cooperating the best. But there's not really bad weather. There's bad preparation. Even if it was raining aesthetically. As someone who would put like rain sounds to like go to bed or something, I definitely enjoy being in nature as it's raining too. It's been a good trip.